It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go!
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
We'll hear from Goodwin Kelly with Daytona Beach News.
Mark, I was just interested to find out about how you're meshing with the crew chief. He's kind of a local guy, so we're a little interested in that.
Well, it's there's some feedback on this mic. Okay, it's really great. To be real honest with you, every week that I work with Tony, I like him more. We started off the season fine. Our communication was a little rusty. We worked on that. We had what I would consider a tough race at Atlanta, and that was sort of our breakthrough where he and I really got on the same page after that race because we saw, area that we needed to work on. I have enormous respect for Tony Gibson. I really like him. I talk to him on the phone almost every day. He is fantastic, and he's really good with his team. He has a great following, and it's understandable with the way he leads that team. Is spot on. I really like Tony.
Mr. Kelly, anything further?
Well, sure, if you want me to keep rolling. This is Mark Martin, for gosh sake. Your win in the Coca-Cola 600 is that, would you call that your most significant win?
I don't know that I could say most significant because that's a pretty profound statement, but it is it ranks right up there with all of the significant ones. It is the only one that brings tears to my eyes every time I walk up to that car with a mural behind it there in Batesville, and I see life-size photograph of all the guys in Victory Lane, including Matt and Arlene, and it's such a good image. It shows all the wet spots from the Coca-Cola and everything that, on everybody's shirts and everything, and it really captures that little piece of time in a bottle, and it was certainly one of the most meaningful times in my career to take those guys to Victory Lane for their first time. Ben Leslie as a crew chief, and many of those guys on that race team had not won on that level before, and that was really special.
Well, would it be fair to say that night you were driving like a wild man those last few laps?
It would be fair to say. It'd also be fair to say that I was Saturday night at the All-Star race as well. Just not the same result, but certainly the same effort. Definitely, that was a great race. Then in 2005, when we won the All-Star race, was one of my proudest driving displays as well. So this, Lowe's Motor Speedway certainly is probably at the top of my list for pride. We win so many Busch Series races there, and significant Cup wins with 500, 600, and a couple of All-Star races as well. I have a lot of those trophies. They were all the same for years, and I think we got somewhere up around a dozen. So that place is special in my heart.
I'm just going to keep going until somebody cuts me off, Mark. They open
That's
the gate.
fine.
can you talk about, since you've gone to the part-time schedule, I mean, is this really working for you, going part-time in a car?
I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life, and I'm so not ready to quit racing. In 2005, if I was faced with all or nothing, it was certainly nothing. But we have managed to figure out a way to do this. I'm in the best physical condition I've ever been in my life, bar none, without question. I'm in the best mental state that I've been in since I was a kid, because I'm so happy, and I'm so blessed with people, an organization like Dale Earnhardt Incorporated and Tony Gibson and the Army and my support group that are around me. For so long, I could have only dreamed of having, a situation like this. So I look forward to every day with enthusiasm and look forward to continuing.
And next here from Richard Huff with New York Daily News.
Hey, Mark, I think momentarily you just called Charlotte the greatest venue in motorsports. Why do you say that? What is it about the place that makes it so great?
Sometimes I'm a little bit colorful and maybe articulate, but most of the time I'm dumber than a box of rocks, okay? I don't know why. It's just cool. The first time I went there, I was right straight off the half miles in the Midwest, and I made 2 laps in 1981, and it was one of the first big speedways I'd been on, and I came on the radio and I said, wow, this is just like being back home on a quarter mile, only bigger. I mean, it was just awesome. One of the things that makes it so great is Humpy Wheeler. Another thing that really makes it great was when I came to town, I turned on the radio, they talked about racing on the radio. I was from Arkansas, there's no coverage there. I mean, it's the nucleus of stock car racing. Humpy Wheeler's made it, continued to keep it at the forefront as far as the venue goes. The layout of the racetrack, the atmosphere, I don't know, everything. As far as I'm concerned, it's the best place to go racing, bar none.
How does it compare? Obviously, Indy's the same day. How does it compare with Indianapolis?
Well, I'm not an open-wheel driver. I was never a go-karter or a quarter-midgeter or anything like that. The Indy 500, when I was 10 years old, was a more recognizable race than the Daytona 500 to a kid from Arkansas. But, as I grew up in stock car racing, Indy sort of faded out of my, out of my vision, and NASCAR became prominent in my world. So I think that the Indy 500 still is a little bit more recognizable name than the Coke 600, but I sure believe that the racing's better over in North Carolina.